Cornerstone Home Lending is one of the top 10 privately owned mortgage companies in the country. We've got 122 offices and about 1,200 people across the nation. Over the last year and a half, Cornerstone has invested over $5 million in our core infrastructure and our systems. We've built a brand new data center. We've built a co-location in another city. And we built our own private cloud.
Cornerstone started virtualizing about 8 to 10 years ago. We had a very large footprint, probably 60 to 80 servers that were physical, and we have turned those into about 100 virtual servers by streamlining the applications and moving them off onto their own server. What led us to VMware with the vSphere Operations Management was the fact that we needed to actually capacity plan and we needed to shore up our environment. By testing other hypervisors, we found them to be unstable or not to give us what we needed in the long run for the company. Some of the really neat features for us is being able to open up what some refer to as a single pane of glass. So I'm able to open up vCenter, I'm able to open up my operations management piece, I'm able to open up my storage piece. With everything in a common console, it gives me one way to look at things with a full eye into my entire environment. I'm not required to open up 5 different management consoles in order to see my server, my storage, my network. It's all in one location, which makes it very easy for use. As far as the time savings, I would estimate probably 15 or 20 minutes a day was spent logging into something. Now it's a few seconds. The single pane of glass is so important to me because it allows us to log into one console to see many management interfaces. And VMware's done a really good job of partnering with our other partners like HP to give us looks into our storage.
One of the biggest advantages that we get out of it is a single pane of glass view. Prior to that, we had physical servers and then some virtualized servers. We didn't have a centralized way of actually looking at the health of these servers. With vSphere and Operations Manager, we can look at the server level, we can look at the host, we can look at the cluster, we can look at storage, and it gives us a very in-depth view on what's actually going on a day-to-day basis, a weekly basis, a monthly basis. So that's a huge benefit for us. Those are the high-level picture of what I look at, and vSphere with Operations Manager allows us to do that. So we can add more servers, add more capacity, but still keep our costs down.
It's a product that we're coming to love. We've been able to look into it and see the past as well as the future, and we can make decisions now with the click of a button that in the past would take hours of calculations.
vSphere Operations Management allows me to come in every morning, log into the console. I can look at the health of our server farm. I can look at the previous 24 hours of my server farm. I can see a risk number. I can see a stability number, and I know that I have a good feeling walking into management meetings saying that we have a good, safe, stable environment for our company. For the first time, we were able to actually show a cost model to show our ability to be profitable. So to our executives and our shareholders, we're able to show from an IT perspective when we're going to need to purchase things and when we're going to need to add to our current environment. The cost savings that we see by not having to buy hardware is probably in the neighborhood of 70%. We're no longer spending $4,000 or $5,000 on a physical server when we can just leverage the virtual hardware we have in place to stand up those same 5 boxes for a third of the cost. Business is changing, technology is changing, but at some point there needs to be a place that feels like home, that's stable, and so for us VMware is that product.